Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 14th, 2025, and Barcelona have signed 3 young promising players from Nastic. Also, reports out of Brazil stating that Barcelona are closely tracking Ryan Roberto. And finally, tensions are brewing as Ter Stegen was seen not training with the first team. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and we'll begin this video with the news that on August 7th, 2025, the Ballon d'Or nominees will be officially announced, and with the Ballon d'Or gala being held on September 22nd, where of course the winner of the most coveted individual trophy will be announced. Now, the Ballon d'Or for the men and women is not the only trophy that is awarded during that gala. Of course, there's also the Copa Trophy for the best player under the age of 21, both male and female. Then there's also the Yashin Trophy given to the best male and female goalkeeper. The Gerd Muller Award that's given to the best striker, both male and female categories. The Johan Cruyff Award awarded for the best coach, both in the male and female categories. There's also the best female and male club. And finally, the Socrates Award, which is given to the club with the best humanitarian causes. Now, of course, we'll officially know who the nominees are on August 7th. But my question to you is, who do you think the nominees will be? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, on to the next bit of news, because, ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona have signed not 1, not 2, but 3 young, promising players out of Nastic. Now, as I reported in the podcast earlier today, which if you haven't seen yet, make sure you do, Barcelona officially announced the signing of Rooney Bargi, who's a Barca Athletic signing. Of course, we have Joan Garcia, who's a first-team signing. But nonetheless, Barcelona continue to work on reinforcing all of their teams, not just the first and the reserve teams, but also their academy, as today it was announced that Barcelona signed 3 young promising players from Nastic, or the official name is Club Gimnàstic de Tarragona, otherwise known as Nastic again. And the 3 players that Barcelona have signed, which I could not find pictures because they are pretty young, is Hector Doblas, Enzo Marquez, and Biel Blanco. Now, Hector Doblas and Enzo Marquez are 2 players from the under-13 B team. Enzo Marquez has scored 23 goals in 18 matches last season. Very, very impressive numbers. He also won MVP in multiple tournaments. And in the case of Biel Blanco, he plays for the under-13A, so a little one category higher than the other 2. And his team went unbeaten for 30 matches, earning a promotion to a higher category called the Honor Division. So Barcelona signing 3 young promising players for their academy. We'll see, of course, how they progress. And, of course, I will be keeping track of that progress, and I will let you know all about it here on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so you don't miss out on any Barcelona updates. Now, speaking of young promising players, reports out of Brazil stating that Barcelona are closely tracking Ryan Roberto. And, in fact, his own team confirmed this news as well. Now, if you haven't heard of Ryan Roberto, he is a 17-year-old left winger. He currently plays for the under-17 Flamengo team. He's known for his speed, skills, and goal-scoring abilities. And during last season, in 33 matches, he scored 20 goals and provided 14 assists. Really impressive numbers for the 17-year-old. He's even played with the under-20 Flamengo team. And it's reported that the first team's coach, Filipe Luis, is actually interested in calling him up pretty soon. He hasn't been called up yet to the first team, but it's reported that it's only a matter of time because this guy is very, very talented and very promising. Now, the player does have a very complex contract. He was signed by Flamengo from Atlético Paranaense. I think it was in 2023. Both clubs own 50% of the rights of the player. Flamengo have an option to buy another 20% of the rights of the player for 1.5 million euros, which they haven't activated yet. And as far as Atlético Paranaense, they actually tried to buy or repurchase the rights of Flamengo in the player, but Flamengo refused. And it's also reported that Ajax are interested in the player, but that Barcelona have been tracking him very closely. The Barcelona scouts have been monitoring the player's progress. So who knows? We could see another signing out of Brazil. Now, speaking of signing players, ladies and gentlemen, it's now official. Pablo Torre has been announced as Mallorca's newest signing. Now, as I reported in a previous video, Barcelona had reached an agreement with Mallorca for the transfer of Pablo Torre, permanent transfer of Pablo Torre, in exchange for 5 million euros, where Barcelona will retain 50% of the rights of the player, and they'll also retain a buyback clause. It hasn't been revealed how much the buyback clause is, but some reports are stating that it's around 12 to 14 million euros. And well, now this announcement has been made official. In fact, today videos were circulated in social media of Pablo Torre arriving in Mallorca, and a few hours later it was announced by Mallorca that Pablo Torre is their newest signing. It's all over their social media outlets. So this transfer is official. Pablo Torre is officially a Mallorca player, and of course I wish him the best. I think it's a great destination for him. I mean, after all, we've all seen what he's capable of. He's very talented. He has a lot of promise, but of course he needed minutes in order to continue building on that talent and on that potential that he has. Unfortunately, he wasn't going to get that at Barcelona with so many midfielders that we have, but now Mallorca promising him first team minutes, so hopefully playing or getting those minutes will help him continue to hone his craft and get better and better. And who knows, maybe he ends up living up to his full potential, and Barcelona could always activate that buyback clause. We'll see, of course, what happens with Pablito Torre. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Ter Stegen was not seen training today with the first team. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video and in today's podcast, today was the first official training of the preseason after the players reported to medical testing yesterday, Sunday, July the 13th. And one player that was not training today with the first team was Ter Stegen, the German goalkeeper, who recently met with Flick, where Flick told him he wasn't going to be the starter now that Barcelona have signed Juan Garcia and renewed Wojciech Szczesny. And while Gerard Romero has revealed that Ter Stegen was training by himself at the gym. Now, we don't know why that is. We don't know if it was Ter Stegen who said, F this. If they're not going to start me, I'm not going to train. We don't know if it was Barcelona who told him, you can't train with the first team. Or maybe Ter Stegen is just not training because he's getting prepared to leave. We don't know, but I'm sure as the days go by, we'll find out more. And of course, I'll be here to tell you all about it. Now, it is reported that Ter Stegen's agent has already started to make movements in the market. He's trying to find a team for Ter Stegen, in case he decides to leave. So again, it could be that he is not training with the first team to avoid an injury and can make stay healthy for a possible move. Could have been Flick that told him that, or could have been just Ter Stegen saying, you know what, F this. I don't want to train with the first team if you're not going to start me. Again, we don't know, but I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do the podcast earlier today. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, peace, guys.